Hello, I'm Jesus Lopez.
And I'm Ioelis.
Welcome to this special edition of Newscene.
Newscene is a 30-minute weekly television news broadcast produced by students here at City College.
And this week's show, we are sharing some of the best students' news packages of the semester.
A news package is a self-contained taped news report that takes a broader look into the news of the day.
We'll see what the news of the days will be.
So exciting!
Our first package takes a look at a local reaction to the current crisis in Venezuela. Juan Gomez has the story.
Venezuela is in a humanitarian crisis amid conflict between its elected president Nicolás Maduro and opposition leader and self-declared interim president Juan Guaidó. Multiple U.S. journalists covering the crisis have been detained by Maduro's government, including Univision Jorge Ramos and ABC 10's Cody Güero, who was released yesterday morning. Professor Enrique Dávalos, a Chicano study professor at San Diego City College, says the crisis is due to potential U.S. intervention.
What is happening now, the most relevant situation now, is that the U.S. government decided to overthrow the government of Venezuela. The U.S. government made this decision, and now they are preparing in politically and military terms.
Dávalos also acknowledged the reasons why Ramos was detained.
In the case of Jorge Ramos, I disagree with detaining him, but also I understand the frustration of sort of like the government. If I go and I make a report about the people in the United States starving, and I get the picture of that person and use it as if that was the representation of the country, I will frustrate it as well.
The professor also gave us his opinion whether Maduro was a dictator or not.
No. I mean, he was elected. He received a lot of popular support. It's obvious that he has also opposition. If you want to compare dictators in the world, I mean, the rating for him would be really low.
There's also been severe power outages throughout the entire country, which authorities blame on anti-government saboteurs.
It's an incredible story.
It's crazy.
Those power outages have devastating impacts on Venezuela's most vulnerable patients in the country's hospitals. Yakira has more on the story.
Completely blacked out. That's exactly what happened in Venezuela over a month ago. And now the people who are suffering the most are the ones in hospital beds, holding on to their lives.
Labs and medical equipment have been out of operation for months, and now the blackout has worsened their situation. There is no sanitation, no water, little power, and shortages in medicine and supplies. In the U.S., Venezuelan nationals cannot imagine the patients suffering. Roberta Hurtado worries about the fate of Venezuelans. She says her home country needs peaceful intervention for those in need.
I do think that there does need to be continued aid being sent into the country, and I do wish that there was more intervention on part of the UN.
Dr. Alejandro Crespo was fired and authorities attempted to arrest him after he met with the UN to bring attention to those conditions.
Ask the mothers, and they're not gonna lie to you. They have their kids dying in a hospital bed because of lack of medicine, and they can do nothing.
Parents in Venezuela plead for the health of their children as the political conflict in the nation continues.
The Red Cross announced that it was given permission by Nicolás Maduro and Juan Guaidó to implement a relief campaign in Venezuela, which is expected to ease the humanitarian crisis in the nation. For Newscene, Yakira Delgadillo.
The Red Cross has received permission from both embattled President Nicolás Maduro and interim President Juan Guaidó to ease the humanitarian situation.
This next story centers around the deadly Easter Sunday terrorist bombings that occurred in Sri Lanka.
On Easter Sunday, 3 churches and 4 hotels were struck in a fatal bombing attack in the South Asia island of Sri Lanka. According to Sri Lanka officials, the death toll has climbed to over 350. But on Thursday, the health ministry of the island revised the death toll and claimed that those killed were actually 290. 5 of those victims being Americans. 10 days previously from the attack, officials of Sri Lanka received a memo of a possible attack questioning the government if things could have been handled differently. So far, 60 individuals have been arrested in relation to the bombings. The Prime Minister of Sri Lanka says ISIS claimed responsibility for the attacks, but the terrorist group has yet to offer proof of the malicious acts.
If we feel there's a foreign link, and now that ISIS has claimed responsibility, it could be them. So this is why we've asked for help to trace it.
Today, security officials seized bomb-making equipment on a shootout during raids in the eastern part of the country. Along the bombing materials, officials also found ISIS uniforms, flags, and 150 sticks of explosives. After the situation, the president of Such has declared a major search operation. Catholic Sunday masses have been suspended in the island this weekend with fears of another possible terrorist attack.
The country has continued to live in fear and uncertainty with ongoing conflicts between Christians and Muslim groups.
And now, closer to home, Jesus is going to tell us the story of people impacted by the Senate's refusal to send adequate aid to Puerto Rico, the people living in complete devastation for nearly 2 years.
The U.S. Senate is unable to create a hurricane relief package for the island of Puerto Rico. Democrats asked to fully fund recovery, saying the island is in a financial and economic crisis. But Republicans, as well as Trump, criticized aid intended for Puerto Rico, disputing the need for additional federal dollars 2 years after Hurricane Maria hit the island. The president is writing in recent tweets that Puerto Rico has received more than $90 billion of aid, but documents released by the White House said the number includes a significant amount of future aid, and media reports say the amount of actual aid that has reached the island is closer to only $11 billion. Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer responded in support of the island and additional funding needed in the Midwest, proposing a new bill.
We believe we all ought to pull together and help American citizens wherever they are. We have offered a bill now, Senator Leahy and I, that funds both the Midwestern areas that have been flooded and Puerto Rico.
However, Hurricane Maria survivor and meteorologist Caruska Horta Matos said that Puerto Rican people need much more support than they are being given.
Well, Hurricane Maria had a loss of over $43 billion impact on the island. So we definitely need an amount near that to help the recovery and make things better.
We will see in the following weeks if the bill introduced by the minority leader will pass and federal funds are directed to the affected areas. I'm Jesus Lopez reporting for Newscene.
Aid to Puerto Rico continues to be a flashpoint between President Trump and Congress, and hurricane season is again right around the corner.
And I remember going just right off the bat when the Hurricane Maria passed through, and it was a very devastating to see how the island was destroyed.
I just can't imagine.
It was devastating. Well, we have more news coming up, more of our best news packages after the break.
Crick in my neck, limp in my step, cramping in my muscles every time I try to flex.
Each week, the students of Newscene produce a 30-minute television news broadcast for ITV. We also produce a Spanish language broadcast, so take a look.
Con la posible llegada a nuestra frontera de otra caravana centroamericana, es importante estar involucrados o al tanto de información de cómo se puede ayudar a esta comunidad.
Los estudiantes de San Diego City College pueden venir aquí
al programa Subir en Centro Cultural, en la cual se les va a brindar información acerca sobre inmigración y lo que pueden ayudar en la comunidad. El Centro Cultural Subir fue creado por la administración de City College en el año 2019, invitando asociaciones voluntarias, contestando llamadas y aceptando donaciones. Una de las asociaciones invitadas fue Rapid Response Network, donde tuvimos la oportunidad de entrevistar a la coordinadora Katia Ortiz, que nos explica un poco en cómo esta línea ayuda 24 horas para reportar cualquier actividad migratoria y beneficiar a la comunidad.
Son tiempos difíciles en donde están solos, y ahí habrá alguien que los pueda apoyar.
El profesor de Chicano, Enrique Dávalos, nos comparte que este comité ha existido desde el inicio de la administración del presidente Donald Trump. Asimismo, se espera optimismo por parte de los alumnos para involucrarse tras próximos semestres.
Thanks, Juan. We are eager to add to our crew for the fall semester. So for more information on Newscene and RTVF classes, visit sdcitynewscene.com.
The language department at City College is taking its students to new places. Isaac Limon has the story. Take it.
Spanish, French, Italian, Arabic. You probably know community colleges offers plenty of language courses, but what people do not know is those same schools offers study abroad programs. Professor Rosalina Sandoval says study abroad gives students experience they can't get in a traditional college classroom.
Studying abroad has so many, great things. One, you make long-lasting friendships. Two, you see the world from a different perspective. You get out of your comfort zone. Because in our program, our students stay with a family. So that's the best part, because there's where you are totally immersed in the language and the culture of the families.
The program is designed to have students visit different cultures around the world and immerse themselves in life there. City College program is known for traveling to places like Argentina, Australia, Costa Rica, France, Italy, Spain, and Cuba. For some students who do not have money to afford the program, Sandoval says there are scholarships to help them.
We always have workshops inviting students to apply to Gilman Scholarship. And if you look at the website for Gilman, we always have City College students receiving this scholarship.
For Newscene, I'm Isaac Limon.
For more information on the programs, you can check out our new campus website, sdcity.edu.
And it looks great. I'm so happy about it.
Fabulous. I want to go to France now.
All right, now moving on to a slightly more serious story. And beer is being brewed to help children with cancer. More on that after the break.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Beer is being brewed to help pay the medical bills of children with cancer through Rady's Children's Hospital. Brian Moeller tells us what's brewing.
A beer is being brewed by Quaff, America's top homebrewing club, to help pay the medical expenses of families with children suffering from cancer. Quaff member Miguel Loza is grateful to be leading the effort. Last year's charity brew helped pay for his 10-year-old daughter Sarah's cancer treatments, so this is a way for him to pay it forward.
Last year, my wife and I decided to start a charity called Chat with Champs, where we help children going through cancer and their families.
Their charity supplied walkie-talkies to go in hospital rooms so children fighting cancer can communicate with each other and feel less isolated. They're looking to help Rady Children's Hospital in Los Angeles and have already supplied Rady's San Diego and Balboa Naval Medical Center Pediatrics. Quaff's charity beer will financially support families through Rady's.
All the proceeds are going to go to 2 or 3 families depending on how much we raise.
What kind of beer are they brewing?
It'll be a hazy IPA that's about 6.8% ABV, and it has 4 different hops. It's got Mosaic, Simcoe, Citra, and El Dorado. Ballast Point donated all the hops, And then the malts that were given as an award to Coaf for being Homebrew Club of the Year, those were donated by Country Malt Group and BSG.
The IPA is being brewed at Gravity Heights on May 29th and 30th. It should be available at participating locations starting in late June.
Hopefully we see a lot of people supporting and drinking beer for a cause.
I'm Brian Moeller, reporting for Newscene.
Coaf's last cancer charity, beer, #Cheers for Sarah, raised nearly $14,000. Coaf plans to crush that goal, and it's brewing twice the amount of beer this year.
It's incredible. And here on campus, City College students have been without a cafeteria for almost 4 years. Jasmine Duong has the story.
San Diego City College has been without a cafeteria while the building has undergone renovations for the past 4 years. Dr. Ricky Shabazz has never known the campus with a working cafeteria. He was named college president in 2017. Since the cafeteria is closing, the college district has contracted food trucks to sell fast food during lunch on campus. Vending machines has also been installed and food programs are in place.
The food trucks are not the only option. It may seem as though they're the only option. They're not the only option. We have a food pantry that provides hundreds of students with access to nutritious food.
However, many students don't know about the school food services due to lack of advertising. Many students also can't afford food trucks, which lacks healthy options. Cindy Flores has attended City College since 2013 and remembers the cafeteria.
Yes, I was here when they had a cafeteria, and I wish there was a cafeteria here. I wish there was something to eat that isn't so expensive and that I don't have to travel so far to get it.
The cafeteria was supposed to open with Building A in January. However, unexpected water and electrical damage to the cafeteria required funding that was not included in the bond. That resulted in a delay in its completion. President Shabazz says the cafeteria's remodeled is complete and it's expected to open in the fall.
We're now waiting for the city and the Division of State Architecture to sign off on the opening of it.
This is Jasmine Drong reporting for Newscene.
Now we're all looking forward to eating at the cafeteria in the fall, right?
I hope so. I don't have to walk like 5 miles to get like a little sandwich or something, right?
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have delicious food that we can just get to right away, right?
And healthy.
Yeah, healthy.
But stick around. More of our favorite stories from the Newscene's team are up after the break.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Ever wonder what it's like to be a street performer in San Diego? Here's Edgar, who has more on the story about our city's buskers.
Balloon makers, face painters, as well as jugglers, musicians, and giant bubble blowers. Balboa Park is always a popular place to see buskers or street performers creating art on the weekend.
We've loved it so far. I'm here with my 2-year-old son who's really into guitars and drums right now. Obviously the bubbles have been a big hit, so for the most part it's actually been really nice, and we like contributing to the arts, and it gives us a way to give back to people who have some talent and are here entertaining us for the day. So.
One such entertainer is Taylor Locke. Locke does balloons, bubbles, juggling, origami, you name it, and he's interested in using his skills to bring happiness to others.
Regardless if they tip me or not, I just want them to leave in a better mood and just have, I just want to kind of better their day. And
not all of Locke's experiences are as safe and as happy as making bubbles in Balboa, however. He also does dangerous juggling, rusted garden tools by day, and fire by night.
I lit my mustache on fire one time in front of a good crowd. That was pretty funny.
Locke then told a story of how one of his torches almost hit one of the crowd members once. Bottom line, if you're going to watch our city's performers, be prepared to not only observe, but also fully participate.
Reporting for Newscene from Balboa Park, this is Edgar Yudkiewicz.
Thank you, Edgar. So many phenomenal artists right here on our streets.
Yeah, you see them all the time. That's great. On a more serious note, former City College Newscene student David Purdell produced an award-winning documentary showing the triumphs and tragedy of 2017 Knights championship basketball team. Now, attending San Diego State, Purdell returned to share a special screening of the film. A warning to our viewers that this segment could trigger strong emotions.
David Purdell's journey through City College opened doors he did not imagine. While studying television and film there, he originally decided to cover the Knights for Newscene's weekly broadcast show. Little did he know he'd be making a powerful documentary.
So it went from 10 minutes to 20, 30 and 40 and then an hour, and then everything was on accident in a way. It just kind of formed into a film.
In 2017, the Knights won their first state championship title, but a month later, rising star Nate Edwards took his own life. Edwards had depression, and none of his teammates or coaches knew. Edwards' mother, Cassandra, came to the screening and discussed how her son hid his illness.
The sad part about it is Nate was good enough to mask it. And I believe, honestly, if Coach Mitch and the rest of the coaches would have been able to catch it, my son would be alive today.
Purdell made the film in honor of Nate Edwards, who left behind his girlfriend and 2 young sons. Purdell is dedicated to helping them out.
From day one, I told Nate's girlfriend that I would, help her family out. And
Purdell set up a GoFundMe page to help the family with ongoing expenses. He is also happy with the momentum the film is gaining.
To have, be in film festivals and have the screening here on campus and have the support from the team and, random students that I don't know to come out and watch it, but it means a lot. I was grooving as I was in the edit bay on my computer, and I figured maybe other people would be grooving along too.
This is Shonda Walker for Newscene.
Thanks for that touching story, Shonda. If you or someone you know may be struggling with suicidal thoughts, you can call the U.S. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK anytime, day or night. City College students can receive help at the Mental Health Counseling Center in Building A 108 or call 619-388-3055. More from Newscene after the break.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Now, do you or someone you know like to jam out and want to record your own music? Well, our campus has its very own professional recording studio. Take it.
Do you dream of recording your own music? Then check out the studio recording night right here on campus. It's a free monthly opportunity to record your own music.
We've had everything from banjo to saxophone, Latin percussion, guitar, drums, bass, singers, rappers, spoken word artists, just the whole gamut making music together.
This studio night draws in students and members of the community to the state-of-the-art music studio. Sometimes people even bring in families.
The dad brought his kids in. They were just like amazing. They all played an instrument and they came in and they just hopped on something and we were able to collaborate with them. It's so cool to see it being put together. A lot of the students kind of feel like we're a part of that, because we're here, we help.
The studio utilizes tens of thousands of dollars worth of production equipment and musical instruments, as well as professional software such as Pro Tools, and the students highly recommend it.
We have a lot of equipment here that you wouldn't get otherwise in other places, and we have the ability and the knowledge to record you well, and we can help you out and even show you some of the ropes how to do it in your own time.
Musicians, come and jam out with the community at the next music studio night. Reporting for Newscene, this is Edgar Yudkevich.
Well, thanks, Edgar. That seems like great on-campus opportunity. Now, just want to go and hear a lot of music now.
I know, that sounds so fun. Can you imagine being able to get together with your friends, your family, and actually have a great recording?
I know, right? A lot of auto-tune for my voice, for sure.
Same. Not gonna lie, I cannot sing. Well, life is short, but your lashes don't have to be. If you're looking to get your lashes done, look no further than City College. Roll the package.
Beauty is in high demand. According to a recent Nielsen study, the popularity of eyelash extensions has surged over the past year. San Diego City College has launched a 16-week training program in the cosmetology department for students who look into work in the eyelash extension industry. Lead instructor Kim Shawanka says the eyelash extension certificate gives the students the opportunity to learn the fundamentals of eyelash extensions within a short period of time and for far less cost than private programs.
Our program is 16 weeks, so it's 2 8-week courses, starting with the foundational course and then an advanced course. So each one is 8 weeks long.
Mr. Edwards is the spa lead and assists students in their efforts to learn classic everyday look.
We just do a classic lash. So what you're going to get with a classic lash is something that looks very natural, very streetwear, and we also offer it at a really affordable price too.
Shawanka says the purpose of the program is for her students to make a career into the growing beauty industry.
We have so many clients coming in for that service. Our students, most of our students are already getting the service done. They were getting the service done before they even came here. So this is wonderful for them to be able to not only work on each other, be certified for it, and bring it right out into our industry.
For Newscene, I'm Jesus Lopez.
That was such an awesome story. How fun was that?
Oh, it was very fun. And Mr. Edwards, hello, you are fabulous.
City College offers a wide range of services from facials to haircuts, and you can check out our new campus website at sdcity.edu. And now with that, we have come to the end of another great semester here at Newscene.
We would like to thank you all for watching this semester.
And we will see you again in the fall for another exciting semester of Newscene.
I am Jesus Lopez.
And I'm Elise, and I'm so glad I got to share the anchor desk with you again.
I know, it was a great time. We'll see you in the fall.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Ciao, ciao.